life practice community.
All right. So for this practice, oh, awesome. Gretchen listens to the podcast. Amazing. Yeah, we did that interview a while back. I've gotten really far behind on my my episode releasing. So for this class, let's have a yoga strap nearby or something that you can hook around your foot. We're going to do it at the end of the practice. Nice. So anything, we're just going to stretch out through our legs. So like anything that you can hook around your foot at the end, like a t-shirt, scarf. Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. And I'm going to invite you to come into a cross-legged shape or any kind of seated shape that works for you. And in this seated shape, let's just place our left hand on the earth and then our right hand on our palm. So we're putting one hand on the ground in front of us and one hand on our palm. What am I talking about? One hand on your heart. So this week I've been doing the root chakra portion of my yoga teacher training and getting really connected to the earth and sometimes when we're out of balance in that root chakra, we can feel insecure or unstable, and we can bring it to balance through our yoga practice. So in this moment, I want to invite you to maybe just cultivate a bit of gratitude for the ground that you're on and Mother Earth and nature for all that it provides for you. And the intention could be I am rooted or I am grounded. So let's release that palm connection and just place the palms face up on the lap. Take some deep breaths in and out, but try to make your breath be horizontal. And what that means is that your torso is expanding horizontally. So out to the sides, as opposed to vertically, which is when we breathe up into our chest and our shoulders lift and lower. So we're expanding out to the sides with our breath. And I invite you to think about, what keeps you grounded? In times of transition, in times of instability. What is it that keeps you grounded? And now we'll take one more breath exactly as we are. And then take an inhale, lift the arms all the way up overhead. Good. Exhale, bring your palms through the heart center. And then just do two more. So inhale, arms all the way up. And then exhale, palms through heart center. And then do one more. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then this time, what we're going to do is we're going to land our right palm beside our right sits bones, and then lengthen our left arm over to the right. Good. And then we're just going to pivot through center. So sweep all the way around and then land the left palm and reach the right palm over to the left. Good. And then do this a few times. Nice. So I've been spending a lot more time here reconnecting to my yoga practice, because while I'm very fortunate that while I'm teaching yoga on Zoom, I get to have some yoga and movement and mindfulness and all that good stuff, there's something really beneficial about me being led through the practice as a student as well. Good, let's just do one more. And then we're going to come all the way through center. Just eventually bringing both arms up. Nice. And then pivot into some twists. So land your left palm on the right leg, land the right fingertips behind you, gaze over the right shoulder. And then lift at the arms all the way up. And then we'll twist the opposite way. Keep going like this. And something I have realized through reconnecting to my own practice is that I had become very rigid in my movements and very stuck in poses being practiced in one way or sequences being practiced in one way. Take one more breath in, do one more pivot, and then we'll come all the way back through center. Nice, taking the palms into the heart center, coming onto the hands and the knees, and then moving through a few cat-cows. So in your cat-cows, you're gonna curve at the tilt of the pelvis and open through the heart, and then exhale through the spine and tuck the chin. And then I want to invite you to make this as fluid as you want it to be. So maybe you're kind of circling around with the hips. And then going the opposite way. And then we're going to come all the way through center and leave our palms where they are and lengthen our right leg behind us. And then you might leave both palms on the mat, or you might lift your left arm up. Just draw your navel in, lengthen from fingertips to heel. And then draw your knee in to tap your elbow. Good, we'll just do this a few times, lengthening and then curving inward. Just a few more. One more. Good, lengthening your arm and lengthening your leg. And then let's land our left palm on the mat. Again, take the left toes off the side of the mat. Lift your right hip to stack on top of your left. Lift your right arm up so you're balancing, and it's kind of like half moon, but you're on the knee. Nice, you got it. And then we're gonna land the right foot, lift all the way up, and then kind of do like this mini reverse the warrior. So we land the right palm and sweep the left arm up overhead. Good. And if at any point your knee needs a bit more cushioning, you can always place a blanket or a scarf underneath the knees. That can work really well. And then we're gonna come all the way around with both palms and then go the opposite way. So your left leg is gonna extend. Good, you got it. Hips are level, and then maybe you lift the right arm. And if you're feeling quite wobbly, you can also just draw the knee in. That works as well. Nice. Let's just do one more. And then we're going to extend the leg all the way behind us. Take the toes off the side of the mat. Lift the left arm all the way up. And then come to land the left foot, lift up, reverse the warrior. So you land the left palm, reaching the left palm onto the left, what's this thing called? Left leg. And then come all the way around, planting the palm, just lifting up for a moment before landing the knees, drawing both knees in. And now let's take our toes together, our knees wide, and then sit the hips back on the heels and rest the forehead. So this is your child's pose, your balasana, and it's meant to be a pose of comfort. And if it's not comfortable for you, feel free to take any other shape, just to give yourself a moment of rest. And know that you can come back to rest at any point throughout the practice, because this is your practice. It's your time for healing, and you are your first teacher, right? You know what's happening in your body best. And I'm just a guide to make offerings along the way. Take one more breath in our child's pose. And then we're going to come all the way up into a tabletop. Nice. And then from your tabletop, spread through the palms, spread through the fingers, tuck the toes, lift all the way up and back to a down dog. You can let your head go and rock no to no more tension. And then give it a little rock yes to practicing yoga. Let's leave our left foot where it is. We're going to lift our right leg all the way up towards the sky. Big breath in. And now see if it's possible to draw the right knee in and step the foot between the palms. And if you can't quite get the foot there, you're going to use your hand to just step the foot forward. Nice. And then see that you've lined up your right knee stacking above your right ankle, maybe rocking forward and back, getting into the hips. And then eventually landing onto the left knee. Good. Untucking the toes, lifting the arms up, finding your low lunge. Nice. The arms can be extended overhead and the gaze can be settled. Good. Take one more breath. And then we're going to hinge both arms forward. Come all the way onto the mat, frame the foot. And then just leave your left palm where it is. Lift your right arm up. And then I want to give you some options here. So option one, you could just have your arm extended overhead. Option two, the hand could be on the sacrum. Option three, you might kick the foot back if a quad stretch is something that would feel nice for you right now. And if not, feel free to avoid it. Nice. And then let's release the foot and take the right palm forward and then just walk the fingertips back. Lengthen over the right leg. Good. Take one more breath. And then let's walk our hands all the way forward. Nice. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee. And then get really strong through the palms and step the right foot back to meet the left, and we can land both knees. And then slowly lower elbows, drawing all the way back, coming onto the mat. Nice. Okay, let's lift our fingertips off the sides of the mat and then move with the breath. So in Abu Dhabi, there is not a lot of wildlife. There's not a lot of things that can live in the desert. It's a hard place to survive. And I've kind of been overwhelmed by how much wildlife there is here. Geckos, ants. There are bugs all over my apartment or my villa. Do one more. Good. And then we're going to lower all the way down, and let's do one little shoulder opener. Let's see how it goes. So just extend your right arm long on the mat. So it's running straight out from along your shoulder. And then basically what you're going to do is keep your left palm where it is, push into your left palm and just start rolling until you hit a sweet spot. And based on our shoulder mobility, it might be just like a little lift. It might be a lot. I'm going to roll all the way to land my toes, but that's not mandatory. Wherever you're feeling a nice little opening and stretch, that's where you can linger and land. Good. Take one more breath. And then let's come all the way through and go the opposite way. So you can extend your left arm, push into your right palm, and just roll all the way up to unwind. Good. Pushing through the right palm, opening the shoulder the opposite way. Nice. Taking one more breath. And then come all the way back through center with the knees. Push through the palms, and we'll lift all the way up and back to down dog, and just stay there for a couple breaths, stepping the feet in, resting the head, rocking the head no to no more tension, giving a little rock yes to being here for your yoga. And then lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Draw the left knee in, step the left foot between the palms, and let's go the opposite way. So we're gonna rock forward and back, getting into the hips. Good, land onto the right knee. Lift both arms up towards the sky. Just reach through the fingertips and settle the gaze. Taking one more breath. And then reaching the palms all the way forward. Good. Land your right palm, lift your left arm all the way up. And then maybe you land the palm on the sacrum. Maybe you kick the foot back, taking a quad stretch. Okay, just taking 3. Taking 2. And then 1, we're gonna release the foot. Take the left palm forward, walk the fingertips back. See, all of my my neighbors are looking at me right now. Probably like, what is this girl doing? Talking to herself. I mean, they know what yoga is, but I don't think there's a lot of people teaching yoga on Zoom that they've seen before. Taking one more breath. Good, and then let's walk the hands forward, tuck the toes, lift the right knee, and then just step the left foot back and either move directly to down dog or move through a flow. See someone typing in the chat. Oh, sorry, I saw that from earlier. Nice. Good. And eventually we're going to find our way all the way up to a downward facing dog. And we're just going to do one more standing flow series. So leave your left foot where it is. Lift your right leg all the way up. Now, if it works for you, you're going to bend the right knee, step the right foot through. And again, if it's just back here, you can use your hand, hopping it all the way forward until eventually you find that alignment. Basically, you just want the knee stacking above the ankle, and you want the knee running in line with the toes. So if the knee's curving into one or the other, just kind of line that up, and then lift the arms all the way up. Nice. So this is your crescent lunge. So your left heel is lifted. And then you can just settle your gaze and really feel your foundation through your feet. If you are wobbly, there's a few options. I would recommend first widening your stance a little bit, because the wider your stance is, it's like the foundation of a house. Like the wider it is, the more stability and support you'll have. But you can also hold on to furniture or balcony or anything if you're feeling a little bit wobbly. And now let's explore either staying like this or shifting weight onto the right foot, extending through the left leg. I have this bamboo towel rack in front of me that I keep looking at, that it would be like the best bar for when we do bar class, which is the sweat class. Be a really good thing to hold on to. All right, let's take one more breath. And then we're gonna step the left foot all the way back, open through the left heel, reach the left arm forward, right arm back. And then just flow with our breath. So inhale, reversing, and then exhaling the elbow to the knee. Good, just a few more like this. Just doing one more. And then we're gonna lift all the way up, lengthen through the right leg, reach the right arm forward, and clock the right arm alongside the right calf, lifting the left arm up. Maybe I'm being loud. Maybe my neighbor is complaining about how loud I am. I don't know, she just came out and was looking at me. I think I'm far enough away, but maybe it echoes through the rice fields. I don't know. Okay, let's shift weight onto the right foot, right fingertips, lift all the way up, balancing here for 3. This is your half moon for 2. And then on 1, come all the way up, landing the left foot alongside the right, and then pressing the palms together. I mean, I don't think this is too loud to be complaining about. We have roosters and Indonesian families next door, but maybe she is coming to complain, who knows? You know, when you're like trying to figure out what's happening, like why are these people looking at me? Okay, let's inhale, arms up towards the sky. We'll find out in a moment. Exhale into a fold. Breathe your body into a halfway lift. Good. Exhale to lower, plant the palms, just step the feet all the way back. And then let's do a flow on the opposite side. So lift the left leg all the way up. Draw the left knee in, step the foot between the palms, lift the arms all the way up. Good, finding your crescent on this side. So arms are extended, your heel is lifted, and you're settling your gaze. Nice, and then shift weight onto the left foot. Palms can either be together or extending beside you, finding your balance, knowing that it is totally okay to wobble. It is totally okay to fall. This is what this is all about. Good. Take one more breath. And then step your right foot all the way back. Extend your left arm, extend your right leg behind you. Take your inhale to reverse the warrior. And then on your exhale, come all the way up. Let's lengthen through the left leg, reach the left arm forward. Take the left arm alongside the left calf, just reach the arm up. Good, this is your triangle pose and you can stay here for 3, for 2. Good, and then 1, maybe you shift weight onto the left foot, left fingertips. Finding your way into your half moon just for a few breaths. And then coming all the way up to stand, right foot lands alongside the left. Take the palms together, take a few deep breaths, inhaling. And then exhaling. One more breath in and one more breath out. Take one more balancing pose. So you're going to leave your left foot where it is. Open your right knee to the side. Plant the right foot either on the shin or maybe up onto the thigh and just push the palms together. This is your tree pose, and you can imagine your roots diving deep into the ground and kind of holding you here, keeping you grounded, keeping you stable. Kathy has this beautiful theme of her classes that I've been thinking about a lot, grounded in gratitude. I love this theme because when we cultivate gratitude lists or we think about everything that we're grateful for, it can help us feel more grounded. Take one more breath. And then we're going to switch it up. So we're going to land our right foot, open our left knee to the side, land the left foot either on the shin or the calf or maybe up on the thigh, and then the palms can just be together. Good, staying here for a few more breaths. Taking one more inhale, one more exhale, and then we'll just land the left foot back down on the mat. Feel the difference here of both feet grounded on the earth versus one. Take your inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky, look up. Exhale into a fold, forward fold, hinge at the hips, let your arms dangle. Let's breathe our halfway lift. And then exhale to lower back down, and we're just gonna come all the way onto the mat. So we'll come all the way into a seated shape, roll the spine all the way back down, let your head be grounded. Land your left foot and then just press your right palm into your right thigh. Nice, and so you can either stay here or lift your foot up, interlacing the palms on the shin or the thigh, taking a few deep breaths. So this is a stretch for our hip flexors, and our hip flexors are where we hold a lot of our tension. So see with each breath if you can just release and let go. And then let's go the opposite way. So we're going to land the left foot, land the right foot, And then just switch it up so your left ankle crosses on your right thigh, and you can push your left palm into your left thigh and stay like this, or lift all the way up, interlacing the palms on the thigh or the shin. We're just lingering here for 3, for 2, and then on 1, right foot, open the arms into cactus arms, drop the knees over to the right and gaze over the left shoulder. And then open our right arm, draw the knees all the way through center, and then twist the opposite way. So drop the knees over to the left, gaze over the right shoulder. And then let's open the left arm up, give the knees one last little hug. Slowly extending one leg and then the next. Arriving in your final resting pose, so your Shavasana. We heal by degrees. We will have bad days and good days in our yoga practice and in our life. Sometimes the progress of yesterday seems to have evaporated today. Yet there's always movement. As long as we show up and we do the work, the healing will happen. Ishkavamapu leva, 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 Ishkavamapu leva. Give your body a bit of a wake up wiggle. Run a nice long stretch from fingers all the way through toes. Good. Drawing the knees into the chest, giving your body a sweet little hug. And then we'll just come all the way up to our seated shape in the palms at the heart center. I realize I invited everyone to get a yoga strap and then I totally forgot to use it. Can blame it on me being distracted by my neighbors wandering around. I wonder what that's about. Reminder that things are not always as we perceive them to be. And so we will close with our intention. It's an ancient intention. It's the original intention, and it's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remains steady and our efforts remain continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals and serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy, healthy, and free. May the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. Let's finish with an Om, and we're going to take a breath in, take a breath out, and then breathe in to make our Om. So taking a big inhale, big exhale, big inhale. Thank you so much, yogis. Thank you for being here, sharing the space and the practice with me. I'm so, so grateful for each one of you. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Thank you.